All right, man. It cut off. I don't know what's going on. It keeps cutting off. I know a friend, he can't do 30-minute videos anymore. And this has been happening to me lately around the 10, 15-minute mark. I don't know if YouTube is trying to do this to make videos short. But I do have a friend that he said every time he tries to make a video, because he does like video games, and every time he tries to do something for 30 minutes or longer, it gets cut off. And with me, it's happening with around the 10, 15-minute mark. So I don't know if this is something with my computer or if YouTube is trying to do this as a strategy to not have long videos on the platform anymore. I don't know. I got to look at my computer. I'll take a look at it. It could be something with maybe my memory card being full, but it's been a problem I've been having for like the last few days. You know what? I'm gonna start over with the SmackDown recap, I guess. I don't remember where the fuck I left off. So we kick off SmackDown from Portland with the Brawling Brutes, man. Great match between the Brawling Brutes and Imperium. Sheamus wins the match at the end for the Brawling Brutes with a bro kick on Da Vinci. So good fun match started things out. I thought the first hour was boring. I thought the second hour was more entertaining. Then you got Caleb Brunson interviewing Paul Heyman backstage. And then Jey Uso comes out. He's like, hey, man, what's up? How you guys doing tonight? Where's Jimmy? And he says Jimmy's nowhere to be, or Jimmy, Roman Reigns wants to stay back home. He wants you to take care of the Sami Zayn problem tonight in your match once and for all, and he wants you to do it all by yourself. And then Jay's like, okay, fine. And then as Jey walks off, Paul Heyman tells Sikoa, if he can't fix the problem tonight, you fix it for us. And then later on backstage, there's a segment between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, where Sami Zayn is telling Kevin Owens, hey, man, I do want to talk with Sami Zayn before our match tonight. I want to talk with Jey. And Kevin was like, wait, what do you want to talk to him? He's like, I just want to talk to him. I feel like I have to. So he talks to him. He tells him, hey, Jey, I just want you to know there's still a chance for you to walk out of the bloodline before it goes to the shithole. Everything I told you that it was going to happen has happened. We took the tag team titles from you. Look at tonight, either Roman Reigns or Jimmy Uso are here. It's going to the shithole, man. Get out of here before it gets really bad. And then as he's trying to convince them, in the background you hear Sikoa beating up Kevin Owens. So he just lets him laying there. And then, Sami goes to him. He's just in shock. And Jey and Paul Heyman are just standing there. Paul Heyman's like standing behind. And Jay's like in front. They're all just looking in shock that happened. But that's pretty much what happened. Then the main event happened. I'll get to the main event later between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. Then we have Ricochet versus Ivar. Both Braun Strowman and Eric were banned from ringside. Ricochet wins the match at the end with a shooting star press. Good little match. And then we got Raquel Rodriguez versus Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Shotzi and Natalya. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez win. Then we get a backstage segment with LA Knight. He interrupts Madcap Moss and Xavier Woods playing video games. He's still complaining about not being at WrestleMania. Xavier Woods tells him, hey, man, maybe if you would work as hard as you complain, you would for sure be a WrestleMania card. And then he just gets pissed off at him. He breaks his PlayStation controller. He just walks away. Xavier Woods wants to go kick his ass, but Madcap Moss tells him back. I thought they were going to have a match, but I guess maybe next week they'll have a match. Next, we get Triple H coming out to make the announcement there will be a draft. He didn't give a date. He just said in a few weeks. And he said the draft is going to be a game changer. He said every wrestler is eligible. So what does that mean? No Roman Reigns is he just going to be on SmackDown? No more. Those few Raw appearances are over. What's going to happen with the tag team titles? Because right there, the woman and the man's right, because the man are also unified now. So a lot of interesting stuff to look at for that draft, especially with the tag team titles and Roman Reigns belts. Let's see what happens, man. Maybe they'll do it after Backlash. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then he introduces the Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day. They come out. They talk about the WrestleMania, all of them. Rhea Ripley first about beating Charlotte Flair, then Finn Balor about losing to Edge. But he said, at least I'm still here. I have a freaking tear ligament in my calf. I have 14 staples in my head, and I'm still here. Where the hell is Edge? And then freaking Dominic's talking, and he's like, everybody just boos the shit out of Dominic, man. He's trying to say, I lost to my dad because, man, I felt bad. I love my dad. I didn't go 100%, man. I didn't really want to punch him. What kind of person hits his own son? And people are just booing the shit out of him. It's hilarious, man. You can barely hear what he's saying. Jesus Christ. And then they had a tag team match with Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. It was a fun match, man. At the end, Judgment Day wins it, man. They hit the 619, and Santos thinks that Dominic's a legal man, and then Damian Priest comes from behind, and he hits the South of Heaven on Santos Escobar, and he beats him. Kind of made Escobar look like a pendejo because he thought that Mysterio was the legal man when it was actually Damian Priest. So the Judgment Day wins the match. After the match, Mysterio comes back in and kicks, he drop kicks Damian Priest. So this is going to continue, man. Damian Priest, before the match, did address Bad Bunny, saying, hey, man, I hope you forgive me. You're my friend, but Dominic's my brother. And by the way, I have forgotten beating your ass, so hopefully you forget about it too. Obviously, setting up that match at Backlash, a tag team match between Mysterio and Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest and Dominic. Let's see here. So we get the main event already. Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn, man. Great match, but what happens? Solo Sikoa comes out, man. And even though Paul Heyman had told Jey Uso, I want you to do this by yourself. That's why Jimmy's not here. We want you to do this by yourself. Freaking Solo Sikoa interferes when the referee's distracted. Samoan spikes Sami Zayn. Jey hits him with a super kick, and that's how he wins the match. Pretty similar to how Roman retained the championship from Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. After the match, Solo Sikoa still beating the shit out of Sami Zayn. What the fuck is happening? And then Jey holds him out. That's enough. He's about to get him back up and hit him again with a Samoan spike. And Jey blocks it. He's like, that's enough, man. And you think for a second that maybe Jey's going to side with Sami. But no, instead he just hits him with another super kick. And he's like, go get the chair. And they're trying to do the same shit they did to Riddle. And then as they're doing that, freaking Matt Riddle music plays. He comes out. And he takes both Solo and Sami Zayn out. So now maybe I'm thinking at Backlash they're going to do a 6-man tag team match. The Usos and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. Is that what they're going for? Are we just going to get a bunch of tag team matches at Backlash? Jesus Christ. We'll see what happens. But that was pretty much the end of the show. I thought the second hour was better with Triple H making the draft announcement, the tag team match with Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio and Escobar Santos, and then the match between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. I thought the second hour was way better. The first hour was kind of boring, honestly. Yeah, Imperium versus Brawling Brutes, I guess, was kind of good, but then obviously we got like Ricochet versus Eric Ivar and Shotzi and Natalia versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. I thought the second hour was way better. But anyways, it was whatever, an average show, I guess. But until next time, holla.